The painful truth is this: it's not life that makes you suffer, it's the things you crave. Have you noticed? The more you want, the more you feel lacking. The faster you run, the more exhausted you become. And the strangest thing is we keep running anyway. Plato said this more than 2,000 years ago, yet it sounds like he's speaking directly to us today. Desire is the chain that binds the soul to what will inevitably disappoint it. Desire is a chain, and we wear it every single day, with even realizing it. In this video, I'm not here to preach. I'm also not promising that you'll be happy right away. We are going to break down each quote step by step through different schools of thought, from desire, suffering, illusion, to inner discipline, reason, on freedom of the soul. Most importantly, after each section, you'll have very concrete exercise that you can apply immediately in daily life. When you are angry, when you crave something, when you feel empty. If you've ever asked yourself, why so I always feel uneasy, even though I lack nothing? This video is for you. Have you ever wondered why there are things that, before we have them, we think once I get this, I'll be fine, but once we do get them, the emptiness comes back, sometimes even faster? Plato didn't call this bad luck. He called it a chain. Listen to this slowly. Desire is the chain that binds the soul to what will inevitably disappoint it. Desire doesn't bind you to pleasure. It binds you to disappointment, one that's already been foretold. What's frightening is this: we know in advance that we'll be disappointed, and yet we still step into it. Desire doesn't have to be something evil. The problem begins when the soul depends on the outcome of desire in order to feel enough. At that moment, freedom disappears. You are no longer living by choice. You are living by reason. Listen to this next line: the soul that chases desire runs endlessly, yet never arrives. This isn't saying you fail to reach your goals. It's saying something more brutal: you reach them, but you never stop. You change your phone, you feel happy for 3 days. You earn money, you end up worrying more. You gain recognition, then you're afraid of losing it. You did lows. You just never make it home. And here's the most important question: if you keep running but never arrive, is the problem the road, the reason you're resenting? Plato pushes this even further with a heavy image. Desire pulls the soul downward, convincing it that the cave is the world. This is a direct reference to Plato's famous allegory of the cave. Desire doesn't just bind you. It defines the world for you. It whispers, money is a no. Having a partner is a no. Being recognized is enough. And slowly, you stop seeing anything beyond those things. The cave becomes the entire world. Stoicism doesn't teach you to reject life. It teaches you not to let life control your soul. When desire decides your emotions, you are no longer the owner. You are hostage. Listen to the final quote of this group: the soul chained to desire mistakes noise for life and silence for death. This line feels very modern. Today, a packed schedule means a meaningful life. Being busy means being important. Silence means wasting time. But in truth, silence is where we can hear our soul. Desire hates silence, because in silence, it has nothing to cling to. These 4 quotes all point to one thing: desire doesn't make you suffer immediately. It takes away your power of choice. When the soul is chained, you react instead of reflecting. You run instead of standing still. You fear silence more than suffering. That is the foundation of all anxiety. Pure ethical exercise 1. Name the chain for the next 7 days. Whenever you strongly want something, ask yourself, if is there self, below my value? If the answer is yes, that's the chain. A need. Exercise 2. Pause for 1 minute when desire appears. Don't act on it. Don't suppress it. Just wait silently for 1 minute. Niceties will fade on their own. The remaining winter posts are worth thinking about. Exercise 3. Befriend silence every day. 5 minutes, no phone, no music, no thinking about what I should do. Just sit still. Silence is a test. If you can tolerate it, you're free with anything. In the next session, we move on to group high, desire and the illusion of pleasure and happiness, where Plato exposes a lie that almost everyone believes. Pleasure is not the enemy, but mistaking it for the good, that's the tragedy. If group I says that desire is a chain, group high goes one step further. Why so we willingly put the chain on ourselves? The answer lies in 2 words: pleasure. Pleasure doesn't hit you. Pleasure strokes you. And that's exactly why it's far more dangerous. Listen carefully. We suffer not because we lack pleasure, but because we mistake pleasure for the good. We don't suffer because we lack pleasure. We suffer because we confuse pleasure with what is good. This is a cognitive error, not a problem of circumstance. Pleasure itself isn't bad. Good food, rest, being loved with, there's nothing wrong with these. The problem begins when you use pleasure as the standard for a good life. At that point, you no longer ask, is this right? Does this make me better? You only ask, does this feel good? Plato called this as swap of values. And the next quote exposes the consequence. Desire promises fullness, but delivers only hunger renewed. Desire promises holiness, but what it delivers is a new hunger. This isn't poetry. It's a very accurate description. You eat to feel satisfied, then you crave again. You buy to feel complete, then you feel lacking again. You love to feel full, then you fear losing it. Pleasure doesn't fill you up. It activates the craving system. So the real question is, if pleasure always creates new hunger, why so we still call it happiness? Plato doesn't stop at behavior. He goes straight into the untrained mind. The untrained soul believes satisfaction is peace, yet peace never arrives. The untrained soul believes, once I'm satisfied, I'll finally be at ease. But have you noticed this? The moment satisfaction ends, the mind starts searching for the next thing. There is no moment of its dawn. Stoicism calls this a state of being pulled by pleasure, yet constantly exhausted. Not because life is too heavy, but because the mind never rests. Listen to the final quote of the script darkened called, "Desires does not ask whether something is true, only whether it is pleasing." Desire doesn't ask whether something is right or wrong. It only asks whether it feels good. That's why we know some habits are harmful, yet we still do them. We know some relationships are wrong, yet we stay. We know we're avoiding things, yet we continue. Not because we're stupid, but because desire doesn't care about the truth. These 4 quotes all say one thing: pleasure doesn't betray you. You gave it the wrong role. Pleasure was meant to be enjoyed, not to lead your life. When you let pleasure decide what is good, what is right, what is worth pursuing, you've handed the steering wheel to something that only knows how to demand. Pure exercise on. Separate comfortable from right first and days. With every important decision, ask 2 questions. Is this comfortable? Is this right? If the answers differ, choose question number 2 at least once a day. Exercise 2. Set limits on pleasure. Choose a familiar pleasure: scrolling social media, snacking, watching videos, shopping. Set a clear limit before you begin. Not to punish yourself, but to teach the soul that pleasure can be controlled. Exercise 3. Moments without stimulation every day. Spend 1 minute on something that is not fun, not exciting, not stimulating. Just something right. Cleaning, walking, writing a few thoughts. You are training a rare ability, doing the right thing without needing pleasure as a reward. In the next section, Group High will reach the part many people avoid the most. Desire doesn't just eat. Its desires birth the suffering. And the dangerous part is, we often love the very thing that hurts us. In the first two groups, we saw that desire chains the soul. Desire deceives the soul. But here, Plato says something even harder to accept. Desire doesn't just cause suffering, it gives birth to suffering. And the most bitter part is this: we often call that birth love, motivation, or meaning. Listen to this slowly. The more the soul seeks fulfillment in the body, the deeper it sinks into suffering. The more the soul looks for holiness in the body, the deeper it sinks into suffering. This line isn't attacking the body. It's pointing out a dangerous confusion. The body understands sensation. The soul longs for meaning. When you try to fill meaning with sensation, you're using the wrong tool. It's like trying to pour water into a basket. The more you pour, the more it feels empty. Plato continues with a cold rule. Every desire fulfilled gives to two more waiting in silence. This isn't pessimism. It's psychological mechanics. Every time you satisfy a desire, you train your brain to say, more. Here is no natural stopping point. And here is the frightening question: if every satisfaction creates more craving, is what we call progress even real? Now comes the line many people recognize themselves in. What we love without wisdom becomes the very source of our torment. We don't suffer because we love the wrong things. We suffer because we love in the wrong way. Love without wisdom turns into possession, fear of loss, control. And then the very thing we call important starts tormenting us. Stoicism doesn't teach you to love less. It teaches you to love without chaining yourself. Anything that makes you collapse if you lose it, makes you feel worthless, worth it, that thing owns you, not the other way around. Plato ends this group with a very still line. The darkest suffering is not pain itself, but attachment to its cause. Pain comes and goes. Attachment stays. We don't suffer because of one failure. We suffer because we refuse to let go, we refuse to learn, we refuse to change perspective. We hold on to the cause of pain and then ask, why do I keep suffering? These four quotes point to one truth: suffering is not an accident. It is a nurtured consequence. Life isn't too cruel. We are simply too loyal to the things that hurt us. Here a success exercise on trace the source of pain. Choose one recurring suffering in your life. Ask, what am I holding on to? Even though I know it hurts me. No need to act yet. Just be honest. Exercise 2. Love without possession in an important relationship. Ask yourself, if this person changes, can I still stand? If they leave, am I still myself? If the answer is no, you are loving fear, not from wisdom. Exercise 3. Practice small letting go every day. Intentionally let go of one small thing, an argument you don't need to win, an expectation that is met, a repeating thought. Small letting go, done consistently. The soul learns freedom through very small releases. If in the previous three groups, desire was the guide, then here Plato and the Stoics ask a different question: who should be holding the wheel? The answer is not emotion, not pleasure, but trained reason. Listen carefully. Every unexamined desire quietly trains us to accept slavery as happiness. Every desire that goes unquestioned quietly teaches us being pulled around is normal. The zanger is that it happens gently. No pain, no shock. Just slowly, we stop resisting. The most dangerous kind of slavery is the one that doesn't know it's chained. When you don't examine desire, you don't see chains. You only see habits, and habits are very hard to recognize as a prison. Plato continues with a very modern observation. Desire keeps the soul restless, mistaking movement for progress. Desire keeps the soul uneasy, making us confuse motion with progress. Doing a lot, thinking a lot, staying constantly busy, but going nowhere. Here's the hard question. If you stop, does anything in your life actually collapse? Or are you just afraid of seeing the emptiness behind all the buzziness? Plato draws a clear line. To obey every desire is to abandon the rule of reason. There is no middle ground. Either reason leads, or desire rules. Every time you say, I have to you because I want to, reason steps back one step. Stoicism doesn't take you to suppress desire. It teaches you to place it in a secondary position. Desire is heard, but it doesn't get a vote. Reason decide. These three quotes confirm one thing. Freedom doesn't come from wanting the right things. Freedom comes from knowing when not to win. Discipline is not a cage. Discipline is the ability to stop. And stopping is the strongest action in a world that constantly pulls you forward. Parasectical exercise 1. Desire through the gate of reason whenever you want to. Just something immediately. Ask 1. Is this necessary? 2. Does this make me weaker? 3. If I don't do it, does anything truly bad happen? If none of the answers clearly justify it, delay. Exercise 2. Intentional stopping every day. Intentionally don't do one familiar thing. Don't reply immediately. Don't open the usual app. Don't explain yourself. You're training a rare skill, not reacting right away. Exercise 3. Audit your buzziness at the end of the day. Ask, did I move a lot today, or did I truly progress? If you can answer, that day was likely led by desire. If group IV was about reason, group V is about what reason often avoids: emptiness. Not utter emptiness, but the moment when there's nothing to do, no one to message, no goal to chase, and you're left with yourself. Plato speaks directly to that fear. The soul suffers most when it confuses longing with meaning. The soul suffers most when it mistakes craving for meaning. We think, I want, therefore I live. I lack, therefore I exist. But craving is not meaning. It's just a signal of a void. We don't chase desire because desire is irresistible. We chase it because standing still is terrifying. Not everyone can tolerate having nothing to crave. Plato's second line is brutally honest. We cling to desire because emptiness frightens us more than suffering. We cling to desire because emptiness scares us more than pain. Pain, at least, has sensation. Emptiness has nothing. Ask yourself honestly, are you avoiding suffering, or are you avoiding yourself? Many people stay in bad relationships, cling to hollow jobs, fill time with noise, not because they like it, but because they fear silence. Silence forces the question, who am I without all of this? These two quotes say something soft, but heavy. Desire is not the root. Fear of emptiness is. We don't cling to what hurts us because it's good, but because it saves us from looking into the inner void. Pure success exercise 1. Stay with emptiness every day. 5 and 10s, no phone, no music, no deliberate thinking. Just stay. If it's uncomfortable, that's good. You are touching the right place. Exercise 2. Separate lack from emptiness. When you strongly want something, ask, do I truly lack this? Or am I keeping emptiness? Write the answer down. No editing. No judgment. Exercise 3. Fill with presence instead of seeking new stimulation. Just something simple with full presence. Slow walking, washing dishes, drinking water. Don't let the mind escape. After everything we've gone through, chains, pleasure, suffering, reason, emptiness, one final question remains: what is freedom? Not the freedom to do whatever you want. If that were freedom, we'd already have it. Plato speaks of a different kind of freedom. Quieter, lighter, but more real. Listen carefully. Only when desire is disciplined does the soul remember how to be free. Only when desire is disciplined does the soul remember freedom. Notice the word remember. Freedom isn't something we create. It's something that already exists, hidden beneath too many wants. Desire doesn't need to be destroyed. It just needs to be placed correctly. When desire sits on the throne, chaos follows. When it stands behind reason, order appears. Freedom doesn't come from wanting more. It comes from no longer being pulled. Plato continues with a deceptively simple line: freedom begins not with gaining more, but wanting less. It sounds familiar. Living it is rare. We're taught that more means safer, more means happier, faster means better. Reality is the opposite. Ask yourself, what makes you lighter in life? And what makes you heavier? What weighs you down is often what you call important. The final line of the entire journey is quiet. When desire is mastered, suffering loses its power to command the soul. Suffering then disappears. It just loses authority. Stoicism doesn't promise a painless life. It promises something else. Pain will no longer control you. You still lose, still feel disappointed, still feel lonely, but you won't collapse with it. These 3 quotes close the journey with one truth: freedom is not having everything. Freedom is letting nothing own you. Not circumstance, not emotions, not desire. That is the freedom of the soul. Pure sectical exercise 1 less. Intentionally choose one thing you usually must hey. Instant replies, recognition, being right. Intentionally don't follow it for one day. Observe. Do you die? Does the world collapse? Exercise 2. The freedom list. Write down the things you could lose and still be yourself. 3 things that would break you if lost. The second list marks where you're not yet free. Exercise 3. End the day in ownership before sleep. Ask, was there a moment today when I was being pulled? One such moment. A day is a no. Freedom is built from various moments. If you've listened this far, you may realize the problem was never life being too harsh. The problem is that we let too many things define us. Freedom isn't loud. It begins inside. And it's always slow enough for us to return. After everything you've heard, you might not feel motivated. And that is correct. Stoic philosophy wasn't made to excite you. It was made to wake you up. If there's one thing to remember from this video, it's not a quote, but a simple truth. Not everything you want is worth pursuing. And not all pain needs to be avoided. You don't need to change your whole life today. You don't need to become more stoic than anyone else. Just starting tomorrow, pose a little earlier, wind a little less, and reflect 1 beat longer before reacting. That's all. Freedom's in arrive as an explosion. It arrives quietly. It arrives when you don't say what you could say, don't do what you want to do, don't taste what you once thought you needed. And for the first time, you stay with yourself. If this video made you sit in silence a few seconds longer than usual, then perhaps it has done its job. We'll meet again, not to find more answers, but to let go of the wrong questions. Until then, remember, a soul that is not being pulled is a soul that is free.